looking at the world seriously and rigorously, you're saying that the people who are running tech companies or running the mediums on which we can exercise the ideal of free speech are not adults.
I think not. I think, first of all, a lot of them are Silicon Valley utopian businessmen, where you talk a utopian line and you use it. You've heard my take, which is that the idealism of every era is the cover story of its greatest thefts. And I believe that in many ways, the idealism of Silicon Valley about connecting the world, a world of abundance, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, is really about the software eating the world, as Mark Andreessen likes to say. There were all these legacy properties, and by simply being a bad tech version of something that previously existed, like a newspaper, you could immediately start to dwarf that by aggregating newspapers in their digital versions, because digital is so much more powerful. As a result, yes, we have lots of man-children wandering around what once was the Bay Area and is now Austin and Miami and other places, maybe Singapore, that all of these people, that, these are friends of ours and they're brilliant with respect to a certain amount of stuff, but none of them can get off the drip. It's amazing that none of them have FU money. We've got billionaires who don't have FU money.
Okay. I think the argument used by Jack Dorsey was that there was an incitement of violence, and not just Jack Dorsey, but everybody that was banning people. And then this word violence was used as a kind of just like extremism and so on, to without much reason behind it. You think it's impossible for Jack Dorsey or anybody else to be, as you said, an adult, a grown-up, and reason.
Well, Jack is pretty close to being a grown-up.
It seems like he is.
Yeah.
He's as
but he's under pressures.
As you've discussed, it seems that he's been on the verge of almost being quite serious and transparent and real.
I don't know where the Jack Dorsey that I met went. And I worry that must be something behind the scenes that I can't see.
From my perspective, what I think is the stress, the burden of that when people are screaming at you is overwhelming.
Jack is a Zen monk. He really is.
Yeah.
Jack is an incredibly impressive person, intellectually, morally, spiritually, at least for a couple of meetings. I don't know him very well, but I'm very impressed by the person I met, and I don't know where that person is, and that terrifies me.
But do you think somebody could step up in that way?
No.
Does a human being have the capacity to be transparent about the reasoning behind the banning, or do you think all banning eventually, all banning of people from mediums of communication is eventually destructive, or it's impossible for human beings to reason with ourselves about it?